Bullish predictions for AMP costs in 2030 are between 1 cent and 2 cents. Experts in the market agree that AMP could be worth 1 cent by 2025. The price forecast for the bearish AMP market in 2023 is $0. AMP presentation clients are used to being able to pay quickly and not have to worry about safety when making purchases. This is harder for blockchains, but AMP is using collateralization through its AMP token to make sure that network users don't have to choose between speed and security. Even though the security token just came out at the end of 2020, it has already gained a lot of popularity. Headway, the company, is now used by more than 44,000 places, and its digital currency is starting to gain some traction. Could we estimate the price of AMPs? Is the token a way to pay in the future? What is AMP? In the world of cryptography, there is debate about whether to put security or speed first. To make sure that every transaction is safe, security is needed, but speed is important for the global economy. AMP's answer to this problem is collateralization. Customers can bet digital money on each transaction to make sure it will end up at the maker of Flexa organization. Tyler Spalding also started AMP. It is based on the Flexa organization and has two main functions. People can use AMP to make quick trades from their own resources. By combining Flexa and AMP, traders can make sure that payments are made gradually. As the number of blockchain users grows, there will be more demand for a strong and wide-reaching stage. Investors are starting to see how valuable AMP's smart idea is. AMP's white paper says that it serves as a way to collect value while also meeting the goals of tokenized financial organizations as a whole. This is done by combining a motivational message that doesn't cause inflation with positive input. Circles of increasing spending capacity are used to create key financial models that show that AMP has a low predictability guarantee and that its value comes from the services it provides. By allowing decentralized ownership and support, AMP-based applications can be much more cost-effective than existing frameworks and help get rid of the mind-boggling extra weight of traditional social and monetary systems. At the moment, the record earnings AMP is worth nothing. AMP has changed 2.2% so far, with $940,786 worth of trades. AMP is currently ranked 182 among all digital currencies, with a market capitalization of $148,478,406 Using the general strength file, the moving weighted normal Williams fractal, and the moving normal combination uniqueness from the diagram above, we can figure out price designs for AMP to predict whether it will be a bullish or a bearish year. Our price expectations use continuous AMP data. Market information and all other information are updated live on our website. This lets us give dynamic price directives based on what's happening in the market right now and value forecasts. From some points of view, 2023 AMP is one of the most surprising digital currencies to rise this year. The AMP price estimate for 2023 predicts a huge rise in the last part of the year, possibly to $0. As with other digital currencies, the rise will be slow, but no big drops are expected. The price is high, but it could happen soon if everyone works together. Headway AMP is supposed to have a base value of $0. AMP value expectation for 2024 has a lot of room to grow because of the possible declarations of many new groups and initiatives. We think the price of AMP will soon be more than $0. Before making any bullish bets, we should wait to see if the AMP's general strength list comes out of the oversold zone. Taking into account the unpredictability of the market, bets will trade with a starting exchange price of 0. Usually, swapping money costs nothing. AMP value expectation 2025, if the upward trend continues, it could hit 1 cent per AMP. This would be good, but if the market goes down, the goal might not be reached. In 2025, the average price of an AMP should be 1 cent, and the lowest price should be 1 cent. In 2026, the AMP's value is expected to be 2 cents, if it helps the digital currency market. According to our predictions, the price of one AMP coin could stay the same for the next 5 years. In 2026, AMP is expected to hit and beat its all-time high. In 2026, the virtual cash will be worth 1 cent, have a starting price of 1 cent, and usually cost 1 cent. After doing a lot of research and figuring out a lot of things, we think that the price of an AMP is likely to go over a standard value level of 1 cent by 2027. Before the end of the year, the base price of AMP is expected to be 1 cent, and its highest value is also 1 cent. AMP value forecast 2028, based on things that are supposed to happen by 2028, we think that a bullish trend will keep pushing the average price up to around 2 cents. If AMP manages to break the safe level in 2028, we could see a high of 2 cents. If AMP doesn't get the support it needs by 2028, we could see a low of 2 cents. AMP value forecast 2029, while AMP is working on interoperability, we think that a bullish trend will expectations for the value of AMP in 2030. By 2030, AMP will finally do better than its past ADH values and set new cost highs. The base price could be 2 cents, and the highest price could also be 2 cents. On average, the price would be 2 cents. AMP value expectation 2031. The cryptocurrency market is known to be functionally unstable, which is one of the many reasons why cost modeling as a first step is so important. Troublesome Mistake tries hard to make accurate predictions about sticker prices in the future, but you shouldn't use all predictions as financial advice, and you should dire in 2031. We expect that digital money should have been accepted in a number of places. So, the highest price of AMP is expected to be 3 cents in 2031 if there is a bull run, and the average price is also 3 cents. AMP has a lot of potential in the crypto field because it has been proven to be secure and fast, but experts agree that for it to be considered a success, it will need to keep growing its environment and showing how useful it is. How much does the AMP cost today? The AMP is trading at $0 today. Our market value of $148,478,406 is more than enough money. Venture AMP was one of the most talked about coins in the crypto space last year. Because of this, it is fair to say that the AMP is a good choice of investment. How high could AMP ever go? In the next 5 years, the average cost of AMP could drop to $0 a year. It is expected that AMP will do better than 2 cents. How much will AMP be worth in 5 years, given that digital money is becoming more popular?